What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Marino Challenge Series. And yeah, things are pretty San Marino-ish, if you know what I mean. Transfer-wise, Alcacer is a bit of a twat. Actually, he was upset. He played one game. He was injured. He was injured for a while and played one game in a couple of weeks while injured. Can I just say? And was really unhappy and really went for the media, telling them how bad I am and how bad the club is and all this sort of stuff. So he's gone. I got rid of him. This is the end of the season, obviously. Fixture wise, things. Where do we go? Where were we? Milan. Just the 4 defeats. 4 defeats in the second half of the season. The polar opposite of this. When we just lost. So many red dots there. 4 defeats. Four defeats. But that's not impressive. That's not impressive. The 4 defeats is not. It's not that impressive. The fact that we drew with Juventus and beat Napoli 4-2. Beat Napoli 4-2. That's incredible. That's just incredible that we managed to pull that off. And all that means is we finished in 6th. And that means we qualify for the Europa League at the qualifying stages, which is just incredible. Just wow. We beat the champions, Napoli. We beat the cup winners in Juventus. This is the stuff like I just can't say. Fiorentina went down. That's even more amazing, actually. Fiorentina went down, but just mind-boggling. But what's really irritating, just to put this spin on it for you. What's really irritating is we finished on 61 points. Inter, who were fighting with us at one point for 6th spot, finished in the Champions League spot, just 4 points above us. 4 points. So if we hadn't gone on this run, 3 games there, 3 games there, failing to, win. Okay, it was a cup game there, but failed to win in 3 there. If we hadn't gone on these runs, if we just picked up a point here, a point there, who knows? We could have been a Champions League club, but we weren't. But we still qualified for the Europa League, which was the aim, which is what I wanted to do. Catania were in control of that 6th spot, but they completely blew up at the end of the season. As our season improved, their season just went from bad to worse. Just look at that for a run. They were in control. They were in at one point. I think they were in 4th, securely in 4th, way behind Roma. I think it was at the point at that time in 3rd. But really securely in 4th, and then they just completely blew up. To lose 3-0 to Fiorentina, who went down, incredible. Just wow. I'd say, as you can probably imagine, I'm pretty over the moon with the way things have gone. Now, Robin, he's retired now because I can't show him. But Iron Robin was just a phenomenal player for us. He's retired now. He's gone out on a high. He's got us into the Europa League. His performances, his balls, just into the box, just sublime stuff. Just sublime. He literally can hit. He was hitting at one point. He was hitting the striker, whoever I put up front. Osvaldo was up front majority of the time. Just hitting him from miles, like halfway line, just looping the ball over the top of the defence. Osvaldo just controls it and boom, there's the goal. It's just sexy football. It really is, the way he was doing it. But he's retired now. He's gone out on a high. Can't ask any more of him. Osvaldo finished 25 games, 3 bench appearances, 16 goals, 7.154 rating. Played a lot of football for us, by our strikers' standards. Scored a lot of goals. Great pickup. Physically, not great anymore. Declining, as you'd expect with age, but he'll be around next year. Great player. Vincenzo Renella scored 5 crucial goals for us. I was expecting a little bit more, considering we spent quite a lot. What was it? He's the one we spent £1 million on, isn't it? Over £1 million on him, but maybe in the future he'll play a little bit more. Arthur's up for transfer. He's unhappy. I want to say I should play him more because just look at his stats. But whenever he does play, you can see 2 starts, 4 bench appearances, no goals, 3 assists. Okay, that's very good, but just doesn't do it. That doesn't warrant to dislodge Osvaldo. Ziala's not played 1 game. He'll probably end up going. Benedetti is, as you can he's God. This guy is just God for us. Just there's nothing more I can say. 33 games, three goals, 8 man of the matches, 7.76 rating. He's our captain. He's our leader. He is everything about this San Marino team. Everything. At nearly £10 million in value. You know, if shit hit the pan, he'll be going, but it's not going to happen. He's staying with us. Come what may. Another player we spent money on. Another £1 million player, and he's because Benedetti's playing a lot. When he does play, he does okay. 7 rating, just over 7 rating, but he's just not been needed because I mean, Barcelo, he's not been needed. But whenever he plays 7.3 rating, it's Lop's been playing a lot. 37 games, 4 goals, 4 man of the matches, 7.56 rating. Only on loan from River Plate, but if possible, I'd like to sign him on a permanent, if at all possible. Whether or not that will be, I don't know at the moment. Ben Foster dislodged Marchetti in goal towards the back end of the season on that stretch. Marchetti was injured, that's why Foster got into the team, but nevertheless, did very, very well. Plata was an incredible right back. Did really well for us as well, as you can imagine. Carlos was another... yeah, can't argue with that. He's apparently only a decent Serie B player. Apparently. Serie B. 36 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 7.11 rating in Serie A. You know, in a league which has got a phenomenal Juventus, Roma and Napoli side, and yet he still gets good ratings. And apparently he's only a decent Serie B player. Really? I disagree. Crescenzi did okay whenever he played. Probably should have played a little bit more, but hey-ho, I've got other players who play in that role. Felipe Melo did nicely whenever he played. Oh, I said about Benedetti being the god of the team, and he is. That's true. That is true. But Tommy Heights is just... just can't say how much I love this guy now. 35 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 2 man of the matches, 7.25 rating. Played a lot of football, as you can see. Apparently he's now a 4-star player with a 5-star potential. Apparently he can still improve a lot. He can still improve. He's only 20 years old, isn't he? Is he 20? I want to say 20. Tommy Heights, 20 years old. 20 years old, and he can still improve. I just can't wait to see how good he becomes. A leading star already for Serie A clubs. I can tell. I can see why. I'd love him. I'd love it. Okay, so this is a reserve game in a poor league. Fair enough, but 28 games, 16 goals. I'd love him to hit that sort of standard for us. I think that could potentially be how he can improve. Boy, this guy is also. We've got a couple of them now. We've got 3 of them who I would say are now the backbone, the core of our team. Boys, he's been here for a while, as you know. Amazing. He's our Xavi. He's our Xavi in our midfield. Bellarabi's not played a huge amount. 6 starts, 11 bench appearances. Not done great whenever he plays, but still I've no plans to get rid of him. You know, he's serviceable. Giovanni Dos Santos is very much the same, just not playing a huge amount of football, but they do become slightly unhappy, but then again, they're easy to talk off the ledge. So Hao Jun-min has just been a phenomenal footballer as well. I mean, I'm running out of ways to describe just how good we've been. He's 31 and he's still physically like that. It's just 24 games, 3 bench appearances, 8 goals, 1 penalty. I think that means 1 starting penalty and 1 bench penalty. I could be wrong. 9 assists, 2 man of the matches, 7.2 rating. He's been playing on that right wing. Robin on the left wing. That's just been our recipe for chaos for the opposition with Osvaldo up front. Been very much sticking with this with the 4-2-3-1 formation. Not really been deviating from it because it's just done so well for us. But yeah, that's Serie A for you. Champions League was won. It's not been played yet by Tottenham or Porto. It's going to be Tottenham are the holders, so I'm going to say they're going to be favourites. But then again, Benfica have beaten Bayern Munich, and I'd say Bayern Munich on that would be favourites, but Benfica beat them. So could it be a double Portugal win? Who knows? Premier League, Chelsea won it. And this is bizarre. This is really bizarre. Watford, they've got no tycoon, No Tycoon, not really bought particularly well. I mean, I've gone through their signings and none of them have done phenomenally, like scored like 40 goals or anything like that, as I can see. But no, you know, they've had takeover, but Zola's still in charge. Yet they've qualified for the Champions League. Really? That's just, God knows what's going on in England. Hold on, why? Top 4 qualify for the Champions League. Oh, it's because Tottenham are in the final. I see. United down in 8th. That's something you don't see on any game ever or in real life. That's different. Arsenal qualify for Europa League. Tottenham obviously in the final, so they're going to qualify for the Champions League if they win it, I believe. Which will mean Liverpool only get a Europa League spot, which is harsh because considering how poor they are on my QPR series, that's really good for them. Relegated teams are Everton, Stoke and Peterborough. Peterborough obviously, but Everton, that's interesting to see them go down. Under Neil Lennon, I'm not surprised. France, PSG win it, of course. You see how many wins they've got. See, I mean, we got, okay, look, no team, Juventus did it once there. Going from real life to, actually it was real life again, but at the time it wasn't, sort of thing. Back to back. But then Napoli took it, then Juventus took it, then Napoli took it, then Juventus took it, Napoli. So next year, I'm gonna put it out there, I'm gonna say Roma. If Roma buy well, Roma will win the title next year, is what I'm gonna go for. Bundesliga is Dortmund. Well, Bayern have got one title, credit to them, but Dortmund. And then this year, Schalke have taken the title. Is their league done? No, there's one game to go. No, Schalke have got the title. Spain, what's happened? It's all Barca. Again, all Barca. I'm not sure. I mean, that could just be coinky-dink, but I think that could be a slight bug. That the leagues I'm not managing in are won by the same team pretty much every year. I don't know. That could be a bug. That could be a coincidence. I don't know. Barcelona have taken the title again by 10 points. Real Madrid are really, 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 really far behind them in terms of by their stature. Sociedad getting third spot is really impressive. But yeah, the league I'm in, as you see, is a different winner every year. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Chelsea in the Premier League, it's Man City. Okay, there's been Chelsea and Man United once each, but Man City have been taking it. In France, obviously, it's PSG. As you'd expect, that's not so surprising. Dortmund, okay, Bayern have got one. In Spain, it's all Barcelona. So maybe that's a bug. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? So right, next season we're in the Europa League. We're in the qualifying stages. So when that game will be played, I really, really don't know. Ideally next year. The key thing is going to be what we do in the transfer window. If I get any money, who we can get on free agents, let's be honest, it's going to be free agents. I don't intend to spend £1 million now on a player because the two guys we bought in for £1 million or more haven't really performed. So I'm going to stick with what we've done before and free agents, loans, etc. like that. That's the plan. If we do well, recruit well, then another Europa League qualification would be the objective, I think. I would like to say Champions League because we're only 4 points off, but I don't think that's going to be realistic for the quality of the squad we've got. So Europa League is what we're going for. We're in it. We're not going to win it, but we're in it. The major objective is going to be the secondary major objective is going to be to make the group stages of the Europa League. I mean, I'm not expecting it to give us millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds. Obviously, it's not the Champions League. That's what's going to give you the money. But every little helps. To take the saying from who is it? Is it Tesco that says that? That's besides the point. So next episode will be the end or start of the season, end of the transfer window, pretty much, which I cannot wait for. So I will see you guys next time.